The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things
Appo High School in Middletown. Welcome to the Blue Hen Flight A Boys Basketball action as we feature two top 10 teams here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. It's the William Penn Colonials under third-year head coach Gary Lumpkin. They come in with a record of 2-2, and they'll be going up against seventh-year head coach Tom Purse's Jaguars, who have a record of 3-2. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Glenn Frazier alongside Pat Carriantes, Nick Halliday on camera. And the Colonials, they're coming off a fine showing in the Governor's Cup down in the Salisbury, Maryland area over the holiday weekend. And let me tell you, Pat, Jalen Horsey has been on fire. 70 points in the two games down there, and he was 12 of 19 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a special talent for a few years now. Obviously, was with the Conrad School of Sciences, has been at the top, top three scorer in terms of points per game in the state the last few seasons. Got a good opportunity here transferring over to William Penn to headline the state runner-up from last season. And
yeah.
he's continued the torrid scoring ability that we saw Conrad now at William Penn. He is one of the state's finest players, and I'll tell you what, Coach Burke at Wilmington University got himself a good one with Jalen Horsey.
Averaging 26.5 points per game through the first four games. He gets help on the scoring side from 6'3", 177-pound power forward Emmanuel Vaughn, averaging 22.3 points per game. That 1-2 punch is something Appo is going to have to really defend well against in the game this evening.
Yeah, without a doubt. Vaughn is a double-double machine. He was high on my list last season for All-State, and it's because of that. He can work the game from the paint. And what's really impressive about him is he can defend all five positions. He is a workhorse. He plays at 110% the entire game. Big-time engine player for sure.
On the other side, Appo has played well, 3-2 start this year, especially in their game that you were here and did on December 20th when they lost to defending state champ Salesianum in overtime, a game they probably should have won. They kind of went cold from the field and from the free throw line at the end of regulation, and it really cost them the win. They have three players averaging in double figures, led by guard Caleb Raifa with 17.5 points, Daniel Harvey, another guard, averaging 14 points, and then you have Riley Busby, a junior guard, averaging 13.5. Busby leads the team in rebounding. So they get consistent scoring from several players.
They do, and, I'll tell you what, it really starts with that backcourt of Harvey and Raifa. Those guys can fill it up. They dictate the pace of the game, and they help on the top of that pressure as well. So those are going to be definitely the keys for the Jaguars here tonight.
All right, we're going to run down the starting lineups for you before we send things to a short break for the national anthem. The starting five for the Colonials: Ali McCoy, a point guard, a senior; Jesus Gerardo Solano, Jalen Horsey, Emmanuel Vaughn, and Jari Coles. The starting five for the Jags: Dylan Griffith, an all-state defensive back in football, averaging 8 points per game; Caleb Raifa, Daniel Harvey, Riley Busby, and Brandon Whittington, a senior forward, and those five round out the starters for their game here tonight. Looking forward to the tip coming up shortly. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back after the national anthem right here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon. and limestone barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com. Barkley.
Back here at Appo High, getting ready for the opening tip of this Blue Hen Flight A opener for both teams. The William Penn Colonials ranked number 7 in our latest top 10 poll, and the Appo Jags ranked number 5. Now we've got Busby shooting a tech free throw to start the game. I didn't see what happened and why he is at the line, but that's how we're going to start the game.
Yeah, and one can only speculate whether that be a hanging from the rim. You can't dunk in pregame warm-ups here in the state of Delaware. Or maybe there was a delay of game in some way. Maybe someone's got a uniform violation. Those are typically the common occurrences to start a game off. But interesting way, we won't even have a jump ball. It's like we're back in COVID times. Remember that?
Yes. So a 1-0 lead before we actually start. Riley Busby making 1 of 2 free throws. And now, of course, Appo gets the ball with that tech foul, up 1-0. Once again, conference opener for both teams in the Blue Hen Flight A. I would have to say 2 of maybe the 3 top teams in the conference coming into the season. Put Middletown in that conversation as well, Pat.
Not quite sure. Maybe a coach got a tech. Looks like they're making Coach Gary Lumpkin sit down, which usually happens if they get a technical foul.
Short jumper hits the back of the rim, no good. William Penn comes out with a loose ball.
There you go, trying to get Raifa going early. He wasn't there. This is another player for the Colonials, Jesus Solano. He really impressed early in the game against St. E's before St. E's eventually pulled away.
Left wing 3 ball, rims out. There's still a 1-0 lead. Appo with the ball. Appo in the home whites. William Penn in the road black jerseys with the red highlights. Driving all the way in, contact, and we've got a blocking foul. They'll count the basket by Raifa, the 5'11" guard who is averaging 17.5 per game.
Yeah, he's quick. And him and Griffith both extremely quick with the basketball. If you don't have good guard speed up top defensively, or you don't have good help down in the paint, this could get interesting trying to stay in front of both of these guards. They are extremely quick and are pretty good finishers around the rim.
The foul goes against Campbell, and the free throw rattles around, does not go down. Battle for the loose ball, won by Appo. So they get the bucket. They miss the free throw, but they retain possession. Raifa drives the baseline, dishes off, and that time we've got an offensive foul on Raifa.
It's good help defense there from Gerardo Solano. He stepped in, and you're going to see that. Raifa's going to have the quickness advantage against pretty much every defender on him. You're going to have to get yourself in good defensive position to step in and take those charges.
Good feed down court and an easy lay-in. Bucket is by number 23, Coles.
Nice work there from Jari Coles. He's a traditional post player, so that's something that the Jags really don't have an answer for down there.
3-point shot on the way, right wing, that's no good. Battle for the rebound, won by the Coles of William Penn, and he drew a foul. Foul's on number 22 for Appo, that's Whittington, his first, team second. I looked up at the scoreboard, Pat, so there was a foul called on Webb, who is not in the game, didn't start, so he must have got the tech on a dunk during warm-ups.
That's what, that's got to be it. That's got to be it.
He's one of the bench players that Coach Lumpkin told me we'll see some PT, but he wasn't out on the floors, and I did see that number up there before they quickly switched it over to the foul on Campbell.
Interesting. Well, good catch there, Glenn. Yeah, it's rare. I mean, you don't typically see a game start that way.
Exactly. Raifa guarded out beyond the top of the circle over on the right wing. Driving into the paint, putting up a runner that's short, gets a rebound, a putback, and that is good. The bucket by Harvey.
Yeah, and Harvey will live in the mid-range. He loves the mid-range game. He loves the pull-up elbow jumper, and will look to get to those floaters. He wasn't hitting many of them against St. E's, but he was getting them off. So the Colonials are going to have to get prepared for that.
Appo is really blanketing Horsey. They don't want to get him the ball. Deep left corner, 3-ball, and that is good by number 13. We just were talking about him earlier, Vaughn.
Yeah, and I didn't think Emmanuel had that in his game. That's not really a strength
No.
of his, but he shot that confidently and put it up and in. So if he can do that consistently, that's a whole nother level to this Colonial offense.
That tied the game at 5. 3-point shot, no good, and then we've got a whistle, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll go to William Penn. So we're tied at 5. Played about 2.5 minutes here in this opening quarter.
And this young man with the basketball right now, Mahari Campbell, he was a guy that impressed me against St. E's. He tried to get the Colonials into good sets and handle the pressure that St. E's was throwing out at him. The Colonials look like a team early in the season trying to mesh new guys in.
Yeah.
The Vikings, I've seen them now twice, are playing as if they're in the end-of-year form. Like that's really the difference right now.
Yeah.
Why St. E's was able to get these victories against both of these two teams.
Yeah, their only common opponent so far. And William Penn played them first. There's a 3-point shot, right corner. That's no good. Rebound, Appo. Coming down with the board is Ray Carrier, whose older brother Lorenzo's in the crowd tonight.
Oh, is he in here? I didn't see him.
So I'm in here wearing his Canes jersey. Busby top of the circle with a 3-point shot.
Yeah, he will do that. Riley Busby can knock down some outside shots. That's kind of what he was utilized as early in his career. I saw him the other day. I mean, he had a nice breakaway dunk against St. E, so he's developed a little bit of leaping ability and able to cleanly flush it down now.
Right wing 3-point shot, missed the rim, but right there for the putback is Coles. And Jari Coles with 4 points.
The big fella's got he's had good positioning here early in this game.
8-7, Appo with the ball in the 1-point lead. At the free throw line, losing it for a moment. And now that goes off of William Penn, right over to the coaching staff for the Colonials. As Pat, we're reaching the midway point of this first quarter. Tight ball game, we expected that.
Yeah, and I think it will continue.
Getting across midcourt. On the ball is McCoy with the defense. Appo works it around. Good move by Raif in the lane, but couldn't get it to go. Fast break. Right corner, 3-point shot. Too strong. Busby skies for the rebound. He leads the team in boards. Pass down court. Saved by Raifa. And here's a left wing 3-point shot. That's too strong. And we do have a whistle. I think the ball hit the standard up above the rim. So that'll go out to William Penn.
There you have it. That was a nice look, though, in transition. Carrier stepping out there trying to take the three.
All right, William Penn with a little bit of a weave. Horsey takes a 3-point shot. He drains it, his first points of the game.
Yeah, and he can do that. He can score at all 3 levels, folks, and he can step all the way back to outside the volleyball lines if need be. He didn't get his first touch till almost 5 minutes into this one, but he knocked it down.
Right. So now William Penn with their first lead at 10-8. Busby thought about a 3, puts the ball on the floor, and instead he traveled.
Right idea. Just got to get that footwork corrected.
McCoy comes back into the game for Coach Lumpkin. Coming into the game is Stokes for Appo. And checking out was Dylan Griffith. Both teams will go about 8-9 deep. Good strength on the bench. Over on the left wing, deep 3-point shot on the way. A little short. Battle for the rebound. Won by the Colonials. Top of the key. 3-point shot. That's off the mark. But again, Colonials with the rebound. The putback, it won't go, but a foul. And heading to the line will be Vaughn.
He's relentless on the boards, Glenn. I mean, like I said, he's a true energizer bunny. And he seems to always find positioning. He averaged a double-double last season. He is going to be all over the place. You're going to have to play with a lot of energy against Emmanuel Vaughn.
Carrier drew the foul. That's his first, the team's 4th. And now quickly off the bench for head coach Tom Purse is number 12, Reginald Perry. And it looks like they're about ready to check in with another player, too. We'll see. Maybe that's repositioning on the bench. First free throw was good. Vaughn makes them both. 4-point lead, largest of the game for the Colonials.
Yeah, nice work. And it started on the defensive end. They've really calmed down this Jaguars offense. Mainly this young man, Raitha. He hasn't been able to get into the mix since early.
Just inside the arc. Jump shot, no good. Battle for the loose ball. And it's going to go out to the Colonials.
There's that mid-range game again. I mean, that is where Harvey wants to get to. I mean, he wants to get to that elbow jump shot. He struggled against St. E's with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall early in this one.
That's the last game that Appo had. They lost to St. E's. There's a great up and under move by Horsey. Give him 5 points. Largest lead of the game now at 6.
He's a scorer, Glenn. I mean, he's just a pure scorer.
I was going to say, Appo scored. They had a 19-12 first quarter lead against St. E's. They only scored 19 points the rest of the game.
And did not score at all in the second quarter,
right,
which was wild.
There's a 5-second call on a turnover. So the Colonials with a lead, and now they force a turnover, and that will lead to a timeout. As we're going to keep it right here, Pat, as you can kind of assess what you've seen so far.
Yeah, Penn's picked up their defensive intensity the last, 4 or 5 minutes, and they found they've been able to get the ball to Jalen Horsey, who scored 5 points, and Vaughn has gotten himself a couple second chance, the corner three, and then the second chance opportunity. They've picked their energy level up. They've gotten their top scorer of the basketball, and that's really kind of helped them out. Appo's missed a couple of shots as well, but they've just picked their energy up and have extended this lead out to 6.
Foul situation. William Penn has only committed 1 foul since that pregame tech. Appo, on the other hand, has committed 4, so the next foul for Appo will put William Penn on the line. That new rule this year in high school basketball, forget the 1-and-1. That's gone. There's no 7, and then you're in the bonus, and 10, you're in the double bonus. It's 5 fouls per quarter, and then it resets every quarter. And you go to the line, you shoot 2.
My favorite topic is the shot clock.
Yeah.
And this new model they want to go with, you want to make sure these games are played in an appropriate pace. Probably going to have to bring the shot clock, so I wonder if that'll be next.
We'll see. Doubled up, William Penn has to Appo now. 16-8 lead. 1:35 to go in the opening quarter. Carrier drives into the lane, kicks it out. 3-point shot on the way. Too strong back of the rim. Climbing the back was Raifa to get the tap to his teammate, but when he did that, he committed the foul, and that's number 5.
And that's going to be automatic 2 shots there. Loose ball foul.
And that's the second on Raifa.
So, I mean, what I've seen here now through, obviously the Salesianum game and then against St. Elizabeth with Appo is half-court wise, right now they're struggling in the half-court.
Yeah.
Penn has not turned the basketball over. That's been the key in this one because the Jags love to get out in transition, and they're so quick. They're able to score off of their defense. William Penn has limited that by making shots and taking care of the basketball.
They can add to their lead here at the free throw line. And making the first is Campbell. Makes it 17-8. Appo had an 8-5 lead. This is a 12-0 run for the Colonials.
It's just eerily similar to the St. E's game, right? Where a long run happens after an early lead.
10-point advantage now as Campbell makes them both. Side of the free throw line, that shot up and off the back of the rim. Colonials want to run. That's Horsey, guarded by Busby. Pass out on top is tipped away and out of bounds. So now 63 seconds to go in the quarter. Penn with the ball up by 10.
It's been a really good start here for the Colonials.
Sure has. That's Horsey.
Oh, wow.
Good pass underneath. They got a little backdoor game going. He was short on the shot, but there's a foul. And that'll be team foul number 6.
It was a high IQ play there from Horsey. And Vaughn with a good pass. Obviously he's kind of the yeoman for this group, but I mean, if he's going to have that kind of floor vision, it's really going to help him be an all-around asset offensively. You saw the three-point shot. You start developing that right there.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
We don't see him do that too often.
No.
Of course, he missed the first free throw. They still haven't posted on the board who the foul was on. They still have Raifa up there for that second foul. Second free throw's up and good. 19-8, William Penn on top of Appo here in the first quarter. Good pass inside, little floater, and finally they break the drought.
Needed that bucket. Good find from Carrier. And Harvey able to finish with a little teardrop. Oh boy.
Deep three-point shot, Horsey. That one's short. Appo wants a run. Harvey with it. He had to pull back. Busby thought about the three. Steps inside the circle. Pass inside the Carrier. Ball stolen. 22 seconds. Pass down the floor to Coles. And that will go out of bounds. One official said William Penn. The other said Appo. And we're going to give William Penn will get the ball. Let's see if Coach Lumpkin wants a hold for the final quarter shot. Deep in the right corner, another. Take a quick three. No good. Carrier with a rebound. 10 seconds to go. Harvey runs it up the floor. Has it stolen from behind with 5 seconds. Pass down the floor. Good pass. Left-handers up with 1 second to go. That was Vaughn on the bucket, and a big lead for William Penn at the end of one quarter, Pat.
Yeah, wonderful job. Turning defense and offense there at the end. Penn just all around really, really good opening quarter. Got it done in multiple facets of the game.
And we're going to take a quick timeout here. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes. Turn your vision.
I'm Chef Hari Cameron. At Grandpa Mac, pasta's our thing. We serve quality food fast that's not fast food. We make everything in-house and serve something for everyone. We're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Follow the noodle to Grandpa Mac.
Big lead for William Penn in that opening quarter as they were down 8-5 and then went on a 8-5, and they went on a 16-2 run to close out the quarter. And they have a 21-10 advantage over Appo. Glenn Frazier alongside Pat Carriantes, quarter number 2. Alley-oop inside. That's swatted away by Carrier. Carrier with the ball, has it tipped away, loose ball on the floor, and Horsey comes away with it. Left corner three-point shot, too strong. But getting his own rebound is McCoy, and he'll take another shot. That one's good, and that's a 2, and now it's a 13-point advantage.
Tell you what, Penn getting it done all over the place with the energy here. The only thing they haven't done is knock down some outside shots. They're taking them, just haven't hit them yet.
Carrier thought about a 3, puts it on the floor, and we've got a foul on the floor. First team foul this second quarter. And that will be the second on Webb. Quick pass inside, left corner, 3 ball. That won't go for Harvey. But good hands on a steal. And they're going to say the ball was touched out of bounds. It'll be Colonial basketball. Side out across from the benches.
The ball hit the official.
Oh, okay.
And I guess because it was going to go out of bounds, I've always just thought that the official was in play, but I don't know.
McCoy with the ball. Now they had a screen. Now a double team on him on the floor, and we've got a foul on the deck.
We're going Stokes there, the junior.
That'll be his first. Both teams have committed one foul here in this second quarter. Good pass over in the left corner. Three-point shot, high arch and shot, and that is good by the Colonials' Ryan Ramirez-Velez.
How about that? Ramirez-Velez checks in, gets a good defensive rebound on one end, and then buries the corner three on the other.
16-point Colonial lead, 26-10, just inside the free throw line, back of the rim, no good.
Jags are getting good shots. They just cannot buy a bucket right now.
Good move inside by Vaughn, and one will go to the line.
Very strong finisher. That's what we're used to seeing Emmanuel Vaughn do. Get to the rim and finish through contact.
Appo with a change here. They're going to get Raifa back into the ball game, and coming out is Stokes. At the line is Vaughn. Looking for his 10th point of the game, and it goes off the back of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Still on the floor. Colonials come away with it, and we've got a traveling violation on Colonials.
It's a good hustle. Good scrum for the ball there from both teams.
So far, the Colonials have made 3 3-pointers. Appo just the one, and that's Busby. Having trouble getting penetration. Carrier will take the three-point shot. Again, too strong. Everything seems to be hitting the back of the rim. Good save by Raifa, but when he threw it in, it went right to the Colonials.
Penn's defense has been, they've definitely tightened up over the last few weeks from where we saw them in game one.
Oh, good hands that time, and a block on Horsey, taking it all the way, and the right-hander up and in. Basket by Griffith, so good defense, good offense by him.
Yeah, really good strength by Dylan Griffith. Got a hand on the ball and was able to knock that one away.
We see him do that, and he almost did it again. We see him do it in football all the time. He's one of the best D-backs in the state.
Led the state interceptions, if I'm not mistaken, his freshman year.
I think he had 8.
This year?
No, his freshman year.
Yeah, it was something wild.
Yeah. Appo down 16, 5:38 to go in the half, and there's almost another steal. Getting a little bit too relaxed with the basketball is McCoy. Pass down underneath, good defense, and then we've got a foul. That's going to be an elbow.
Yeah, I think they're going to call
offensive.
For the wrap.
Yeah, an offensive.
Threw that elbow around to get around the corner.
And that'll go against Coles. That's his first. Team second, we've got another timeout as we keep it right here. It's an Appo timeout. So, Pat, you brought up something a little while ago. We talked about the new rule with free throws, but you talked about the shot clock. And it's been a lot of debate, a lot of conversation in around the state since the NFHS announced that high schools can have a shot clock. Delaware can do it, but they haven't so far. A lot of people point to cost. Who's going to run the shot clock? Who can we trust to do that? So, your thoughts, my friend?
I think anybody who's listened to me or has talked to me over the last few years know where I stand on. I think it's absolutely a necessity. I feel like for the state. I think it's going to force skill development. And when you're going to start doing this 5 fouls per quarter thing, as there's a turnover, there are statistics that show that games will tend to go on the longer side if you adopt the 5 fouls per quarter with no shot clock. And games actually speed up if you adopt both. You go from the 1-on-1 and 7 fouls. It's best if you do it with no shot clock, or with no shot clock. And then if you have the 5 fouls, it's best to do it in tandem with the shot clock. Either way, the shot clock speeds the game up. It just also speeds the game up even more with the 5 foul rule intact. There's statistics that show that. I've been told.
Okay.
I've been shown them. But yeah, I mean, obviously cost is always going to be something that's brought up. my whole question of it is, and this may get me in some hot water, is we've got, metal detectors everywhere. They can't be cheap. So if we got money for that, why have we not had money for shot clock being put into arenas over the course of the last decade or so?
Good bucket there by Busby for Appo, and then right back down the other end of the floor, a basket. I didn't see who scored it for Penn.
Horsey put it up and in. Yep, nice pull-up jump shot. So I'm off of my soapbox, and we're back to game action, Glenn.
Long-range shot, no good. Rebound, Appo, put back, no good, but going to the line will be the Jags' Brandon Whittington. One more thing about the shot clock. For those players that are going to play at the next level, they're going to play with the shot clock.
Yes, they are.
So it will help them get used to something like that. Now, a lot of coaches in this state, they're kind of split on it. I think a lot of them feel like there's no real advantage. We'll see how that develops going forward.
Yeah, I mean, what it does is it challenges skill development, and honestly, it kind of demands more from the coaching staffs, because you can't just run your offense until you get a good look. You have to be efficient now when you run your offense. The days of, hate to say it, but the late 90s, early 2000s, Sally St. Mark's 17-14 final scores, where each team only gets 20 possessions, those days are done when you start adopting a shot clock.
All right, we're just about midway through this second quarter. It's a 16-point lead for William Penn. Euro step, but they're going to say a travel by Horsey.
Horsey left his feet. Now, he left them at the same time. Now, the key there is you got to land both feet at the same time. And there you saw a 1-2 on the landing, and they're going to call that a travel.
And then he took another step.
Yep.
I'll tell you, we got a real good battle going on with Horsey and Busby. Busby's defending him. They just went back-to-back buckets, and now we got a 5-second. Now we've got a carry violation. So a lot of turnovers here in this first half.
Yeah, the defensive intensity on both sides has been up, making ball handlers uncomfortable. And, that's going to cause some of these issues. I mean, both of these teams thrive on their defense.
Good backdoor move by Velez. Coles fed him, but he couldn't get the shot to go. Appo wants to run, but the Colonials won't let him do it. Busby got the loose ball. Raifa, right wing, three-point shot. Everything's hitting the back of the rim. They're too strong with their shots.
They are, Glenn.
Pass underneath, and apparently miscommunication there.
Yeah, and you can see McCoy kind of put the thumbs up. Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah.
That was on me.
I think he was waiting for a cutter, and no, there wasn't a cutter. None there. Appo with the ball, trying to slice into this deficit. They're down 16 points. Busby, right wing, three-point shot, side of the rim. Cole's there for the rebound.
Good box out by Cole. Penn has done a really good job on the boards here tonight, Glenn.
Oh, yeah, they're winning the rebounding battle. It's one shot, and that's it. Busby with good hands from behind creates a steal. Under 3 minutes to go. Harvey just inside the line. Takes the shot, makes it.
Finally got one of those mid-rangers to go. Again, he loves that shot, and it's a good shot. Clearly it's something he's been practicing. He had been kind of cold the last two games on it. It's going to be good for him to see one go through the hoop.
And we talked about the common opponent, too, for these two, St. Elizabeth's. You guys did that first game with St. E's and William Penn. And William Penn was right with them for, I'm going to say, 2.5 quarters. And then St. E's just kind of ran away from them there at the end. The game with Appo led at the end of one quarter like 19-12. Scoreless in the second quarter, and then only scored 19 points the rest of the game.
Yeah, like I said, St. E's right now just is playing at a different level in terms of cohesiveness and just understanding what, they got role players playing and accepting their roles. Most of the time you don't see that this early into a season. Most of the time that doesn't start developing to January, end of January, beginning of February, maybe even March for some teams. They are playing and have been from the beginning of the year almost at a playoff level already in terms of what typically takes time for a team to come together. They've been there all year, and that's kind of a testament. Obviously they're extremely talented, but that's a testament to why their early season success. You can tell that they just are a cohesive unit already.
I think the key comment that you made earlier in the ball broadcast was they're almost playing like it's mid-season form already.
Yes. Without a doubt. I mean, the efficiency, again, they seem to know where each other is at. They talk and communicate extremely well on defense. And they also were red hot from three-point range early in the season, knocking down 29 three-pointers in their first 2 games combined.
That'll help.
That's going to help, yeah.
Good defense right now. Looks like they're packed in a zone. Raifa will take a three-point shot. That rims out. Appo finally got position for a rebound offensively, but Carrier couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I like it. You know, you had 3 early team fouls, and I think it's good to switch your defensive looks every now and then anyway, and then you compound that with Appo's struggles so far to shoot from beyond the arc. Why not throw a little zone at him?
Coles, offensive foul. Gave a little shoulder fake, but put that shoulder right into Appo's Riley Busby. And that his committed his second personal foul.
Yeah,
Team's 4th here in the second quarter.
I was going to say, they're going to have to be careful here not to foul again.
Carrier hits, and that's an offensive foul. Carrier, after the shot, he ran into, I think that was Velez? No, it was number 1, Jesus Gerardo Solano.
Great work there from Gerardo Solano. He's taken a couple of charges now, and one of them he got called for a block, but he's there to step in for help. And that is just sacrificing the body for the betterment of the team. I love to see that.
All right, the 2 teams have kind of gone cold a little bit here. There's an errant pass and a steal by Carrier. 1.5 minutes to go. Good pass underneath the Carrier. Puts the shot up and gets it to go. It's 30-18. So what once was an 18-point lead for William Penn's down to 12.
Good work here from the Jags, throwing a little faux pressure out now. But they can afford to be aggressive, too, because Penn's not going to want to foul and put them on the foul line.
And Appo in a zone. And we've got a traveling violation and another turnover against the Colonials. Looked like Appo switched to a 2-3, maybe a 2-1-2, disguised a little bit.
They get Vaughn for the travel there.
Yeah. All right, 65 seconds to go in the quarter. Turnaround, jump shot, up and good, and now it's a 10-point game.
Starting to get some of these mid-range jumpers to fall. That was good work by Griffith. Way to get his feet right and the shoulder square to knock down that shot on the move.
Pass inside to Vaughn. Drives all the way in. Uses the left hand. It won't go. Carrier with a rebound. Harvey. Busby. Good pass underneath. Carrier was wide open. It's an 8-point game.
Yeah, Appo's starting to get settled in now. This is the way they want to play. Make baskets, get in this pressure, and just wait teams out.
Cross-court pass. Pass underneath, went too far, and that goes out of bounds. It'll be Appo basketball. 4 consecutive turnovers committed by William Penn, and you said they hadn't committed too many in that first quarter.
Right, and now you're starting to see them turn the ball over, and things are starting to even out, right? A couple times they've tried to throw alley-oops to Vaughn, and he's trying to say, man, we can't always throw me an oop, man. Just throw me the ball and let me do my work.
Busby drives inside the paint. A reach-in foul's committed. That'll be number 5 team foul on the Colonials. Comes with just under 14 seconds to go in the half. Foul was committed by Gerardo Solano, his first.
It's exactly what the Jags needed here, Glenn. I mean, the chance here to score 10 consecutive if he can knock these down.
Busby at the line. He's 1 out of 2. Remember, he shot those 2 tech fouls before we started the game. Makes the first, cuts that lead to 7. It was an 18-point advantage at 28-10. So now Appo's on a 13-2 run. Second free throw will rattle in and go down. Penn will hold for the final shot of the half. 5 seconds. Up top of the circle. 3-point shot on the way. Back of the rim, and that's how the half will come to a close, Pat. 30-24, and Appo ends it on a big run.
Yeah, great work here from Appo to get themselves into it. Forced some turnovers, were able to knock down some shots that they were uncharacteristically missing early in the game. They started to play at their pace there towards the end. It's got to be exciting for Coach Purse and his group heading into the locker room to only trail by 6.
Yep, and we will send things back, and we'll pay some bills from some of our excellent sponsors. We hope you will certainly get a chance and go pay attention to these sponsors. Go to their restaurants and whatever else we have coming up for you, because patronize them. They help bring you these live streams on Delaware Live. Okay, halftime, 30-24. William Penn on top of Appo. Back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First Aid Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, you know, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. If someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
And we're back here during halftime at Appo High, where the 5th-ranked Jaguars closed out that second quarter on a 14-2 run to get back in the game, down just 30-24 to the William Penn Colonials. Colonials come in ranked number 7 in our top 10 poll. Speaking of the top 10, Pat, we might as well go down. We have Salesianum ranked number 1, their record 3-4. Ranked number 2, St. Elizabeth's, and those two will clash. You can see the live stream right here on Delaware Live Sunday afternoon. You going to be on the call for that one?
I will be there. Whether I'm on the call, we'll see, but I will be in attendance for sure.
That'll be a good matchup. Third-ranked, the Dover Senators. I saw them play against CR right before Christmas, and both teams are pretty good. They'll battle out for supremacy in the Henlopen North along with Cape Henlopen. So Dover always good with Coach Stefan Wilson, and they're off to a good start again. Cavaliers ranked number 4. These Jags ranked number 5. Sanford 6. William Penn, the Colonials here 7. We have Howard at 8. Odessa at 9. And St. Mark's at number 10. All right, scoring in the first half for Appo. 8 points for Busby to lead the way. 6 points by Harvey. Griffith had 4, but all in the second quarter. 2 points for Raifa, their leading scorer. 4 points for Carrier. The Colonials, they were led by Vaughn with 9 points and Horsey with 8, their 2 leading scorers. Coles had 4. Campbell had 2. Ramirez Velez had 3. And McCoy chipped in with 4. So good balanced scoring by both teams in the first half, Pat.
It was. Team efforts on both ways, and they each shared runs, right? I mean, the Colonials, they got out early in that first quarter and carried it over, like you said, leading at 1 point by 18 points. And then the Jags had their run late there in that first half. So let's see who jumps out and grabs the momentum. I think it's so crucial. Those few minutes before halftime and then the few minutes coming out of halftime, you want to win those minutes. The The Jags won the last moments of the second quarter. Let's see what they do here in the opening moments of the third.
Well, a quick shot down the floor by Raifa. He had his shot blocked, but there must have been a body foul there, and the foul will go against Horsey. And that's his first. First free throw up and good by Raifa.
See head coach Dan Burke up there in the bleachers. Head coach at Wilmington University here to take, Jalen's game in.
There you go. Both free throws were good, so what once was, as Pat just mentioned, an 18-point lead, largest of the game for Penn. It's down to 4.
Great, what a game.
Yeah.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we've gone.
Yeah. And Appo gets another turnover from the Colonials. And Coach Lumpkin wants an early timeout.
He wants the foul. I mean, he felt his team was definitely interfered with right there towards the half-court line. Appo fans wanting to tech. Hey, Coach Lumpkin played this game at a high level, and he plays with a lot of passion. Tries to get his team to embrace that passion, and they primarily do. And this is a decent timeout. You can see him talking to his group.
Yeah.
And you got to pretty much telling them guys, hey, you got to keep your focus on the court. Let me handle what the officials. That's a good message.
All right, Appo with the ball, down 4. Colonials on top, 30-26. We're early in the third quarter. Busby will throw it in. Gets it into Raifa. And away we go. He's picked up at midcourt by Horse. Busby, bounce pass, jump shot, turnaround. That's good. It's a 2-point game. And getting the bucket is Harvey.
There it is, that mid-range jump shot. Maybe he can get that going. Appo on a nice extended run here, Glenn.
Yeah. It's an 18-2 run. Is it going to be 20? Raifa used his body to put up the shot. Harvey's putback won't go, and the Colonials come away with it. They run the floor with a 2-on-1. A lot of contact, no foul, and the bucket is good. And that's Campbell.
What a finish from Campbell. That was not an easy make.
No. Gets that lead back up to 4. Harvey drives in, gets the bounce, and it's back to a 2-point game.
Another tough finish, and there's a lot of contact there, too. Ref officials letting them play here, Glenn.
Yep. Left-hander on the glass and good. And that went up and good by Vaughn.
There he is, good finisher at the rim. Very strong with the basketball.
First player in double figures in the game tonight. Vaughn now with 11. Harvey trying to shake loose. Good bounce pass. And an easy bucket for Whittington.
Tell you what, these teams have figured it out offensively here of late.
Both teams really getting aggressive down on the baseline. And almost another turnover, and it is. Busby comes out of there with it. Bounce pass. Raifa gets it back to Busby, and it gets to go, and we're tied at 34.
Threw him the oop. Didn't have much of a running start for that one, but just glad that he was able to ensure the 2 points on that.
Jump shot right to the circle, rimmed out, didn't go down. Loose ball run down by the Colonials.
Vaughn created that offensive rebound again with the energy.
Shot up, no good. Contact and a foul, and that's going to be on Dylan Griffith. That'll be his first. I can't believe that's his first. It is. Team second in this third quarter. Although the scoreboard has only one team foul for Appo, so we'll go with that unless they change it. Haven't updated yet. At the free throw line, Horsey, his first one bounces around and goes down.
Such a smooth stroke for Jalen Horsey. And truly, effortless shooting form.
Yeah. If he makes the second here, he will join Vaughn in double-digit scoring with 10. Shot on the way, and it's good. 10 points for him. The two leading scorers in double-digit figures for head coach Lumpkin. Penn with a 2-point lead. Busby down the right corner. Pass, baseline. Turnaround move by Whittington. And now we've got a tripping foul, push foul. It's going to go against the Colonials.
Tough one.
Team foul number 2. And that foul's going to go on number 2. And we've got a traveling violation. That's good defense by the Colonials down on the baseline.
Yeah, they've been scrappy defensively, Glenn. Not trying to do too much on defense. These guys are playing, high IQ right now.
Appo picking up with a mid-court zone defense, and now they force the turnover with that trapping defense.
They finally got into it. I mean, they were missing so many shots early, so they weren't able to set it up, but since they've started knocking down some shots, they've been able to get into it and create some more shots for themselves.
Busby's 3-point attempt, too strong, and the ball goes out to the Colonials. So Colonials have a 2-point lead here. 4:49 to go in the third.
It's a good look. I mean, Busby was off on it, but that's the kind of shot you don't mind him taking.
Again, there's this trapping zone, and now just beyond the foul line, that's Vaughn with the jumper.
Manuel Vaughn. I mean, that is development, because he did not have that in his game last year. He's knocked down a 3 and a nice outside shot there.
Yeah, about a 16-footer. Long 3-point shot is good by Raifa, and that cuts the William Penn lead to 1.
Finally got an outside shot to fall. Jags haven't shot well from deep.
No, that's only their second 3-point make of the game. Midway through the third quarter. Cross-court pass. Les thought about a 3. Brings it back out. Back down into the right corner. Vaughn, strong move. Left-hander was a little short. Busby gets the rebound. Appo with a chance to take the lead. It would be their first lead since the first quarter. Raifa's jump shot's too strong. And Penn comes away with the ball. They run the floor. Horsey guarded by Raifa, had to pick up his dribble. Now he takes a jump shot off the mark. Carrier with a rebound, and then he throws it away. Gives Horsey a wide open look for 3, and he makes it.
Got to close out on him there. Hey, turn the ball over. You can't hang your head there if you're Carrier. Get a ball. You got to chase Horsey off that line.
So Appo had an opportunity last trip down the floor to take a lead. Now they're down by 4. Busby's pass underneath the Carrier. Strong move. Try to do reverse layup. Again, that one had blocked by the rim. Second attempt goes.
They stay with it there. Carrier makes up for it, right? A little poor closeout on the other end, but good effort and energy on the offensive side of the ball. Gets himself a 2.
Horsey picked up by Carrier, and there's a reach-in foul. Committed, I believe, by Raifa. Yeah, it's on him. That'll be his third personal foul, Pat.
He
Comes
knows it.
late in the third quarter, but still 3 personal fouls on him.
A little too aggressive, and he knew it. I don't think he was anticipating Horsey to come into him. Kind of expecting him maybe to continue to fade away.
Horsey with a deep 3. That rattled in and out. Busby hustles for the rebound, and Velez, good hustle, almost stole the pass.
He did. How about Busby? He came all the way from almost the top of the key to come snatch that rebound. He's playing with a lot of energy, a lot of effort.
Now Coach Purse sends Stokes into the game for Griffith. Appo with a chance to tie or take the lead, and we've got a little bump foul. It's committed by Velez. That's his first foul. Team's third. Late in the third quarter here, 2:25 to go.
2 away from the bonus.
Yeah. I think Carrier didn't know whether that pass was intended for him or not. He got out of the way. Now Harvey drives to the free throw line, passes underneath, it's stolen. Stolen by Horsey, runs the floor, gets it ahead to Vaughn, lays it in with a left hand.
Way to look up the court by Jalen Horsey. Way to run the floor by Vaughn. Easy basket in transition.
Colonials back on top by 4. Inside of 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Strong move and then losing the ball. Ahead, Devon. High off the window and good.
Such good touch around the rim, Manuel Vaughn.
3-point shot right corner, and that is good by Appo's Raifa. And quickly, head coach Purse calls a timeout. Good timeout. They're down by 3 now. And these two really just trading baskets this quarter.
Yeah, this has been a high-quality, quarter for both teams, like you said. They both hit from the outside. They've both been able to get out in transition, force some turnovers. That's a heck of an answer there from Raifa because the Colonials looked like they were about to go on a run there. And that three-pointer, allows, Appo to stay within striking distance and not let Penn get too far out in front.
Yeah, it was a 6-point William Penn lead at the break at halftime. Appo actually tied the game in this quarter at 34 all. But William Penn's just keeping him at arm's length. Every time Appo gets a bucket, Penn comes back down and answers. So they've had an answer.
They have.
Vaughn has scored 8 points in this quarter and 6 points for Horsey. Only they've scored all but 2 of the team's points so far in this quarter, and fittingly so. Coming into the game, we said both of those guys averaging over 20 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, those two are going to carry it away, and they've done so. And everybody else seems to be starting to figure their roles out. William Penn looks much better than they did that opening night against St. Elizabeth. So they're starting to get comfortable with each other. You can see it. And let's see what they can do here to try and close this one out. Appo's not going to make it easy. This group's starting to pick it up on the defensive end.
All right, Velez will walk it across midcourt for William Penn. Busby, and now he's doubled. Gets away from that. Horsey, strong drive. Left-hander off the glass and rattles around and goes in.
So long, so hard to defend.
5-point lead now. Raifa is picked up quickly by Velez. Carrier right back to Raifa, down in the right corner, dribbles the baseline, puts a nice shot up and off the glass.
He's coming alive, Glenn. Raifa's starting to score. You can see why he's averaging 17 a game.
Yeah, he's having a quarter. 10 points in this third quarter for Raifa. Jump shot. That's good. And that's a 3.
That makes him so much harder to defend.
Vaughn again?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. What's he doing out there?
Doing some kind of skill. He's figured the touch out.
Good steal. 2-on-1. Left hand up and in by McCoy.
Smart layup from McCoy. The defense was fading towards Horsey. You got to make them commit to you before you make the pass. They never did. He took the layup.
Another run here for William Penn as they've extended their lead out to 8. Busby, right corner, 3-point shot, high arcing, missed the rim. Appo with a rebound, put back, no good. Pass down the floor, big collision at midcourt. Hope those two are okay. Good pass underneath, and a bucket is good by Griffith. And now we have official timeout.
Yeah, that was a big-time collision there at half court.
It was Raifa and Horsey.
Yeah, usually there's a whistle. Now, who would you have blown the foul on? That I don't know.
No.
And perhaps that's why they let that one go.
I think you're right.
But
I think it was a good no call because, again, they were both going for that long pass. Nobody really initiated the contact.
Yeah.
No PI there, Coach.
No PI there. Incidental contact. Feet got tangled up. Nonetheless, it ends up with a Griffith layup, and the Jags have another answer. Now they've fallen off a little bit here, but
yeah, they were keeping it almost at a one-possession game, and then William Penn with that little run to go up by 8. We've got another timeout. So it was a 6-point lead for William Penn at half. It's a 6-point lead right now at 52-46. Great quarter so far by Horsey, who has 7 points. 11 for Vaughn in this quarter. And then Raifa has carried the load for Appo. 10 points in this quarter for him. And 5 other players with 2 points.
Yeah, impressive performance there from both, all 3 of those players. Can't help but be impressed with what you see. on both sides.
And we talked about it in the first half. William Penn definitely is winning the rebounding battle.
Mm-hmm.
Although Appo has done a little bit better job on the offensive glass. They were one shot and done for most of the first half till they got into that run right at the end of the second quarter. So they've done a better job of rebounding on the offensive glass, but still overall William Penn kind of dominating there.
Yeah, between Vaughn and Coles, there hasn't been an answer for either one of those players down low, on the block. And you look at the Jags don't really have a true post player themselves. I mean, Busby's really a wing. He's just tall.
Right.
Carrier is tall, but he's not really a post guy. Again, more of a wing.
You got Whittington.
And Whittington, he's the closest thing, but he's not. He's not as long as the others.
Yeah. Down on the left corner, three-point shot. That's Raifla again.
What a job.
Having a quarter, and it's down to a one-possession game with 7:49 to go in the ball game.
He's been good. He has been good here in this second half.
First bucket of this final quarter. Horsey drives. Good shot, won't go down. Vaughn with a rebound. The putback is good. We just got done talking about rebounding.
Yeah, and again, you can see Vaughn, the touch around the rim. That's where he's been good the last few years. What a move.
Step back jump shot. That's no good. One and done. Vaughn with a rebound.
It's a good look. I mean, Harvey, those are the shots he has to make to be effective. He didn't make them early. He started to come on a little bit there and missed that one.
Good pass underneath. Vaughn with another bucket. And the lead is out to 7.
He's so good around the rim. Great cut right there to give the outlet for McCoy.
Nice dribble. Got the shot off, but he was too strong with it. Down the floor. Horsey on a breakaway. He's fouled. Puts up the shot. No good. Griffith offers a hand, and Horsey denies it.
Good hustle getting out on the run from Horsey.
That'll be the second personal foul on Griffith. Teams first here in this final quarter. And that puts Horsey on the line. He is 3 out of 4 so far tonight. Does not get the first one. Thought that was going to bounce in.
Rare from him. It's one of these things where you watch Jalen Horsey play, and he can have those games where it goes off for 35, has those games where it goes off for 40, and then there's games where, like, all of a sudden he goes cold for spurts, and you're like, how? I mean, a guy like him, you when you see him red hot, you're like, this guy's got to be always hot. He always plays composed. He's got really tight form, usually pretty good shot selection. So when he has these kind of what's average for him type days, you know what I mean? It can jolt you a little bit. With that being said, he's got, 17?
Yeah. Busby thought about that 3 earlier, didn't take it. Now Harvey drives in, dishes off nicely. The first shot doesn't go, but Whittington gets the follow.
Yeah, good work there by Whittington to be in the right place at the right time.
So again, we're right where we were at halftime. 6-point lead for the Colonials, 57-51. Vaughn checking to make sure he didn't step out. Pass out on the wing, 3-point shot. That's good, nothing but net for Philip Exum. First points of the game.
What a shot by Exum. How about that?
Smooth form. Strong drive by Harvey, back of the rim, no good. The outlet release, but a good hand there by Griffith. He gets the steal.
Played safety.
Yeah. Quick pass underneath. Whittington, a little trouble handling that one. Griffith calling for the ball in the corner. Harvey's double teamed. He's in trouble, and he's got to call a timeout. Good defense by the Colonials, and the team gets up off the bench and applauds.
Yeah, great. It was. I mean, that was a great trap. Harvey kind of made the cardinal mistake there, picking the ball up with 2 defenders on you. You want to keep that dribble alive. If you don't have a passing outlet, just try to create some space for yourself. He picked it up, and that trap just squeezed tighter, forced him into a timeout.
9-point advantage for William Penn now with 5.5 to go in the game, 60-51. And ever since Appo had that spurt there in the first quarter where they jumped out to an 8-5 lead, they've been trying to play catch-up the whole game.
Yeah, no, they have. And Penn's done a good job of playing with the lead. I mean, a lot of the bones of this team, we're in a state final last year. So, they know how to play with leads. They know how to play hard. You can't take the foot off the gas pedal. And, they've started to take care of the basketball again. That's kind of been the key for them. They started getting a little bit loose with the basketball, allowing Appo to make some turnovers with that trap defense. They've kind of shut that off, and the lead's kind of extended back out because of it.
Yeah. Two leading scorers coming into the game for the Colonials are at it again. Vaughn has already hit his game average. He has 24 points so far in the game. 16 for Horsey, and then leading the way for Appo with 15 points is Raifa, and he has 13 of that here in the second half. Only had 2 in the first half.
Yeah, Vaughn, he's even taken another step. Like I said, I loved him last year, but now he's developed an outside shot, a catch and shoot 3.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He moves so well without the ball. Griffith, a little baby jump shot, won't go. Colonials got the loose ball, but they stepped out of bounds in the process. Appo will get it. They're down 9. 5:19 to go in this Blue Hen Flight A opener for both teams. Busby's inbound pass out on top to Harvey. Harvey calls the play. Gets it to Raif, a good fake out, top of the circle, 3-point shot, and he has 18 now.
Yeah, he's hot, and that was a great pump fake to get himself open, and he made sure that he knocked it down. Now, this is the side of the ball where Appo's got to try and tighten up a little bit.
Yeah. And William Penn might be wise to use a little of the clock. We'll see. Good look for Horsey. A little short with that one, but wide open underneath for the offensive rebound, a putback. That was number 12, Philip Exum, who hit that 3 earlier, and he drew a foul. He'll go to the line.
How about this? Some fourth quarter minutes for Exum. Coach Lumpkin going deep into his bench. His first minutes of the game for this young man.
Yeah. Catch
and shoot 3 in the corner and extends the possession here with an offensive rebound. Now, that is the next man up mentality that this team has adopted under Coach Lumpkin, and that's a winning attitude. I mean, that wonderful job from this young man.
First free throw goes down for Exum. He has 4 points in the game, all in this quarter, and extends the Colonials' lead out to 7. Ready for his second shot, and the crowd gets silent. He makes it. Give him 5 points, and it's an 8-point lead.
You can't. That's what you need to win. You got your 2 studs to play like studs, and everyone else is playing their role.
Griffith with a good move to get to the rim, but couldn't get the basket, and then Whittington with a reach-over foul. And that's his 4th.
He's been in foul trouble tonight.
Yeah. He's going to take a seat. Coach Tom Purse will send Carrier into the game for him.
He's found himself in poor position a few too many times here tonight.
Yeah. Trapping defense on the ball by Appo, trying to force a turnover. And no call. Ball out of bounds to Appo, I would think. Yep.
Bit of a force.
Yeah.
Bit of a force there offensively by Horsey. That was good defense. He kind of compounded the mistake by forcing the issue there.
Yeah. We're midway through the final quarter. Harvey with a good drive. Got his man in the air. Takes his shot. Side of the rim, no good. Tapped around. He picks it up. Gets it over to Busby. Busby down underneath the Carrier. Back on the right wing. Now Harvey will back out. Busby, top of the circle. 3-point shots off the mark, but he followed the miss, and he saved it. Down in the corner, and then he had it tipped away off of him, and William Penn will get the ball, and that's Exum again with good defense.
Yeah, great work by Exum. I'll tell you what, I haven't seen Busby off this much in a long time. He's been really long tonight on his shots. They haven't fallen for him. And then Harvey again. Harvey hasn't been able to hit in the mid-range. Those are guys that typically knock those shots down, and it could be the difference in this game.
Exum, baseline move, draws a double team. Gets it out to Vom. He takes the jumper, no good. Gets the rebound, and then we've got a tie-up, and it'll be a jump ball situation. Possession arrow in favor of Appo.
This guy's an energizer bunny, Glenn. I'm telling you, he's a double-double machine. Now he can shoot threes.
yeah, add that to the arsenal, right?
Yeah.
3.5 to go in this one, Pat. 8-point lead for the Colonials. Harvey gets it to Raifa. Left of the circle, now down underneath the carrier. Turnaround one-hander, that's short. Exum with a rebound. Well, he's had some good minutes here for Lumpkin in the fourth quarter.
That's what you need, and you know, I mean, if they turn out to win this game, and we talked to Coach Lumpkin, I mean, that's got to be one of the calling cards, right? Is you got your two guys that average 20 a game doing what they're doing, but it's guys like Exum filling in a role and stepping up when need be. That's what allows you to hold off, you know, a run against a tough Appo team. Again, assuming the final 3 minutes finishes the way that the, you know, first 29 have gone.
Well, Riley Busby just picked up his first personal foul of the night, but it's the team's fourth. So one more foul committed by Appo, and that'll put the Colonials on the line.
And here they're taking some clock out now. This is, what
nice
a job.
He denied the defender, and Horsey was wide open. 10-point lead.
Excellent backdoor. That's Princeton-esque.
Yeah.
Right there, Glenn.
18 points now for Horsey. Raifa's doubled. Trying to shake loose. His one-handed runner was too strong off the window. Yeah, Coach Lumpkin, slow it down.
And there's a time. This is a good timeout.
Good timeout. Good timeout by him. 10-point lead with 2:22 to go. And I think he wants to let the guys know, okay, here's what we want to do now. Work some clock. Force them to foul us because we can go to the line.
Absolutely. That's just, I mean, that's great coaching. And that's a guy who's played at some of the highest level of basketball.
Yeah.
You know, trying, and as a player, when you're a sponge, these are learning moments. You start to, like, pay attention to, okay, what did coach do here in this scenario? And then later in the game, maybe he doesn't have to take time out here because you got your players that are like, okay, hey, time and score. There should be no rush. Yeah. There should be no rush at all right now if you're William Penn.
Well, Pat talked about Coach Lumpkin. Of course, he played his college ball at Xavier, and then he played internationally. Played a few years over in Europe, and don't even have to probably remind people that he played on the 1994 William Penn State Championship team. Pat, I broadcast that game from the Bob when he played against Caesar Rodney and Laurent Prophet.
Okay.
Laurent Prophet, one of the best individual players that I've ever seen play here in Delaware High School basketball. Prophet went on to the University of Maryland and starred there, and then he played also in the pros.
Okay. I mean, you know, and
little trivia for you.
Coach Lumpkin was at Xavier when it was, you know, Xavier.
Yeah,
They were a powerhouse back then.
Yeah, they were the X before Twitter.
Right, right.
All right, here we go out of the timeout. 10-point lead. Colonials with the ball and 2:22 to go. After doing a good job defending the inbounds pass, but the Colonials successfully get it in, and now they're going to go Dean Smith four corners.
Why not? No shot clock yet, so you can do this.
I was trying to lead you back to that. The setup man.
That's right.
Down at the 2-minute mark. Appo's got to try to play. They've got to double team the ball and try to force a turnover. And there's the turnover.
Got too deep. Horsey got too deep there.
Down in the corner, Busby's guarded. He dribbles baseline, passes it to Carrier. No, it wasn't Carrier. Who was that?
It was.
No, it was.
And Exum poked it away. And this young man's had quite the fourth quarter.
He has. Good pass underneath. And there they are. Horsey to Vaughn.
That's right. Star to star there.
Vaughn with 26 points now. 3-point shot by Carrier's good.
They needed that. Now Appo's got to get busy here. They need to force a few turnovers. And there's the foul, so 2 shots.
And they are going to send Ellen McCoy, the senior point guard, to the line because that's team foul number 5. And the foul goes against Harvey. That's his second. So the stoppage with 1:19 to play. Appo was successful getting that 10-point deficit down to 7. That shot is up and good. McCoy at the line for the first time in the ball game. He had 4 points in the first half. And give him 8 for the game. Back to a 9-point lead, 68-57. Raifa, of course, Appo, I'm sure they're going to try to get a good look at a 3 here somewhere. Harvey, mid-range jumper, and that is good by Griffith.
Yeah, nice work there from Griffith.
60 seconds to go. Almost losing the handle, and now we got a whistle. And I think a reach-in foul. I was kind of blocked out there, Pat.
Yeah, it looked like Griffith had a chance to rip the ball away from Exum. They called him for a bump, though. Otherwise, it was looking like a turnover and a chance for, a quick bucket for Appo. Official thought there was a little too much contact, and our fourth quarter shining star right here.
There he is,
Mr.
Exum at the line.
Yep.
He made both his free throws earlier. Makes that one. He has great form at the line. He's nothing but net.
Yeah, no, I mean, X Factor closer. They brought their closer in Exum.
We got all kinds of X's working in here in this broadcast.
Mariano,
Xavier, Twitter, Exum.
Mariano Rivera for the Colonials here, shutting the door down.
Oh, I did the broadcaster jinx on him. He makes 1 out of 2. Coach Lumpkin calls a timeout. Under a minute to go, and a 10-point lead for William Penn. Looks like they're headed to a win here, which would improve their record to 3-2. And their next game, William Penn will play Tower Hill on Saturday.
And I got a chance to see Tower Hill at the Viking Invitational. They got some young talent. They got some young talent. Now, obviously, they won the state 2 years ago.
That's right.
With the Shepherd brothers,
Yeah.
Davis Bland, amongst other guys. So those guys aren't there anymore. They got a new crop of talent coming through, but they're young. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores in that rotation. So they're going to compete for, they're going to compete with the top dogs for a little bit, but right now they're still young, still learning a few things. It'll be a good challenge, for the Colonials, against an up and coming team. But that's a good next game. I mean, these guys, they don't duck anybody.
Yeah.
William Penn, they never have.
That's their next game. Appo, again, they will be in action on Saturday as well, as they will take on Concord right here in this gym.
Yeah, we'll see what Concord has. Once upon a time, Concord was the king of that Blue Hen Conference.
Yeah.
They were every year.
Yes.
They were a
Sure.
quarterfinalist, semifinalist, it seemed like.
All right, Colonial basketball, throwing it in on their own rim. We got a quick foul. I guess that was Harvey. Wait till they post it on the scoreboard. At the line will be Coles. And the foul was committed by Carrier. Coles' first attempt will get the bounce. And that is his first points here in the second half. He had 4 in the first half. Second free throw was up. And that one's short, no good. But skying for the rebound is Vaughn, and he's fouled.
He is just.
We're starting to lose words.
He's a magnet, man. And he's just a magnet for the basketball. Saw that last year.
At the line where if he makes them both, he'll have 28 points in the game. Nope. Another broadcaster jinx. 11-point lead for the Colonials. They have led since the first quarter. Appo tied them at 34, and that was as close as the game's been. Second attempt is good. So 27 points.
Wow.
Under 50 to go. Contested three-point shot is good by Harvey.
Tough shot.
Third three-pointer made this quarter for Appo, and there's a steal, and in the left hand up and in by Griffith. Backcourt pressure putting on by the Jags. Under 30 seconds to go. Coles has it to Exum, and he is fouled by Raifa.
Exum again. In the right place. Dribbles it out.
That'll be
Waits
the
to get
fourth.
Fouled.
Fourth personal foul on Raifa. As Appo again did some hard work to get that 11-point lead down to 7.
And they've done that, pretty consistently here throughout the second half, right? They got it down, they tied it. Then it got pushed out to 6. Then it was like they kept getting it back to 6. Then it would get pushed out. And here you go. They get it back down to 7.
Yeah. And then William Penn, since Appo they were forced to foul, they got it to double digits, but then quickly they get a 3 and then a steal and then a quick bucket. And that got to go away. Exum's second free throw will rattle around and not go down, so he missed both of those. Busby ahead.
Got to shoot that.
Takes it all the way to the rim and tried to pass to Carrier. It's off of William Penn and out of bounds.
You're the shooter there, Riley. Take that one. I know it's contested, but you need quick baskets. You can't afford to take too much time off the clock now.
Under 17 seconds to go. Busby will throw it in. Raifa contested 3. It was deflected. He gets the loose ball rebound and the putback.
Clock can't stop.
Nope. 9 seconds. There's a foul. I give Appo credit to get this down to 5 with some scrappy trapping defense down on the defensive end or the offensive end.
I mean, that's their strength. I mean, they can. If you're not careful, they'll force you into turnovers. They'll get out in transition. Tonight, Busby was a little bit off from deep. Harvey wasn't making his mid-range jump shots.
Yeah.
And that hurt him. Other than that, I mean, you saw Raifa had a strong game. Started hitting some shots from deep in the second half.
Yeah.
And their defense was I know they gave up 71 points, but it wasn't bad,
Second attempt up, and that one goes down from McCoy. He makes 1 out of 2. So the lead back to 6 with 5 seconds to go. Raifa, top of the circle, is off the mark, and that will do it. End of the ball game. It ends up being a 6-point win. So the two played evenly in the second half.
They did, and it was a good game. Just a good game from both programs. They did a tremendous job there.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful job, and we'll speak to Coach Lumpkin after.
Yeah,
he gets out
we're going to get him over here. So unofficially, here's what we have: 27 points for Vaughn. And let me get Horsey's numbers. He had 8 at the half. Looks like he finished with 20. 20 points for Raifa. No, he got that late bucket. That would give him 22. And he made 4 threes in the second half. So I'll take that back. I got him with 20. So 3 players with 20 or more points in this game.
Yeah.
And the 2 leading scorers for William Penn leading the way.
Yeah, it's just a great game. Wonderful job. I mean, Penn, you jump out to that early lead.
Oh, do we have a hand
and when you lose that, it can potentially start to snowball on you.
Mm-hmm.
But they were able to kind of regroup. I think that they trailed maybe at 1 point by like 1 or 2 points at one point.
Yeah, early in the first quarter.
And
they were down 8-5.
So all it did was they got tied.
Yeah.
They got, all Appo could do was get it tied. They didn't lose their composure, and they were able to hold on for the win. And now, Glenn, you'll get to talk with Coach Lumpkin.
All right. Yeah, joining us now here on the postgame show on Delaware Live is William Penn head coach Gary Lumpkin. Coach, congratulations on the win. You got down early to Appo on their home floor, and then you went on a big run. Of course, they had a run of their own at the end of the second quarter to make it close at half. But one thing I gotta tell you, you got the 2 big scorers in Horsey and Vaughn, and they did it for you again in the ball game. As we try to get him all set here with this little microphone. There you go. And so anyhow, those 2 guys leading the way for you again. But Pat and I were talking about fourth quarter, Exum. Exum comes in the fourth quarter. He gives you offense. He gives you defense.
Yeah.
He did it all for you there. And it's great to have a role player like that for you.
Yeah, Phil is one of our energy guys. He knows that, a lot of guys he may not A lot of times he may not be in the game like that, but when I call on him, he just has to be ready. And I appreciate that to all my guys. You never know when your opportunity is going to come. We need a little spark, a little defense there, especially guarding Harvey and Raifa there towards the end. And Phil came in and gave us some positive minutes. Good job by him.
Vaughn, we know what he can do under the basket.
Yes.
All right, he's stepping out and making threes now, Coach. And Pat and I are saying, hey, he adds that to his arsenal. That's just nothing but big pluses for you guys.
Yeah, well, E-Man has been working a lot on his game. I have given him some freedom to be able to shoot the three ball when he's open. He's not going to Steph Curry it by any stretch, but when he's open, he does have the ability to knock it down. And, for the most part, I'm good with the shots that he took tonight. And made a couple big ones there, and we needed one at the beginning, and then later down the stretch in the corner there. So, I just still feel like there's a lot of room for improvement. All the way
Talk about your overall defensive gameplay in the game here tonight. I thought you were outstanding.
Man, I tell you what, thank you. But I tell you what, my expectation level for this squad, we have a ways to go. I'm just being honest. We have a ways to go from where we're planning on being. I didn't feel like we closed the game out very well. I didn't feel like we defended too well, and that's on me. All right, we'll go back to the drawing board tomorrow and get ready for a Tower Hill team that we still got to come out and play. I know that they're well coached, but we got to be ready to go, man. And tonight, again, it's on me, and I got to make sure I have my guys ready to go.
Sounds like a coach that might have lost the game tonight, Pat, but no, he won the game 72-66. As always, we thank you for your time. Good luck the rest of the season.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. You guys are my guys, man. Appreciate y'all. Thanks a lot.
Head coach Gary Lumpkin of the William Penn Colonials getting a win here tonight, and they'll move up in Jay's rankings, I'm sure. It's always hard early part of the season to kind of jostle around, where teams belong in the top 10, but things will even out as we go down and the season and we get into some conference play. Good win tonight, though, for the Colonials.
Yeah, it was. And they did it on a multitude of different levels. They did it defensively. They were able to hit from the outside. They were able to get to the rim. One thing for Gary Lumpkin and what he's done here at William Penn is the energy's always there. And it was there again tonight. I know he didn't like the finish of the game, but they played extremely hard. And like I said, what was most impressive to me was you get out to that early lead, but then you lose it. And good teams, what they do is they're able to kind of compose themselves and kind of work through adversity. And they were able to do that tonight and hold off what was a tough, rally there from Appo late in the first half and throughout the second half. So that's a high-character win for Penn. And like you said, they're going to continue to gel and mesh. Can't wait to see what this team looks like in March.
All right, once again, 72-62 was the final score here tonight with William Penn coming out on top of the Appoquinimink Jaguars. Once again, our thanks to both coaches, Gary Lumpkin of William Penn and Tom Purse and his staff, and, of course, to Chris Mascara, the athletic director here, and his staff for setting us up here and giving us a prime spot in the gym. So, for Nick Halliday, Pat Carriantes, I'm Glenn Fraser. Thanks for joining our live stream tonight. William Penn, the victor. And please join our other live streams a little bit later on Sunday. We got a big one for you on Delaware Live. We have number 1 against number 2, so Louisiana and St. Elizabeth. Join us for that Sunday afternoon. Once again, thanks for watching the live stream on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The theme